you're using ether right now. Yes, at this very moment, while you're watching this video, while you're thinking, breathing, feeling, but maybe no one ever told you what ether is, or why it was removed from science, books, and forgotten by most. But ether wasn't solid, liquid, gas, or plasma. It was what filled the empty space, the invisible medium that everything else floated in. Aristotle spoke of it. So did Plato. In the East, it was called Akasha, the record of all things, where intentions travel, where frequencies ripple. Have you ever felt someone's presence without seeing them? Ever had a thought come from nowhere? That's ether. It carries more than energy. It carries consciousness. Not just stars and galaxies, but with memories, emotions, and thoughts. That's what many call the Akashic records, the universe's memory bank. But how do you access it? How do you read the Akashic records? First, you must quiet the noise within and without. In science, it became the field. You're a universe experiencing itself. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us spread these ideas to more people. And finally, here's to your journey. May you awaken to the invisible force you've been using all along. In spirituality, it became consciousness. But the truth is, it was always part of you. You are immersed in ether. And in return, ether shapes you. Turn off your phone, close your eyes. Still the chatter of the mind. Once there's silence, ask your question. But don't expect an answer that's immediate. Wait patiently. Trust the process. Then suddenly, an image, a word, a feeling, a name. Open your eyes. Ponder what you've received. Often the answer lies not in the obvious, but in the depths of your soul. The Akashic records are not just about seeking answers. It's about strengthening your connection to the universe. By quieting your mind, you open the doors to higher realms of knowledge and wisdom. Embrace the mystery. Trust the universe and let the answers unfold in their own time. It's the bridge between the visible and the invisible, the spiritual and the physical. Now let's delve into a concept that's often misunderstood and even feared. Death. In many cultures, death is seen as a taboo subject, something to be avoided, something that brings sadness and grief. But what if we shift our perspective? What if we view death as a transition, as a doorway to new experiences and insights? Imagine if your consciousness continues after the body dies. Wouldn't that mean your loved ones who have passed on are still with you in spirit? Suddenly, death loses its finality. Instead of saying goodbye, we can say until we meet again. This belief is echoed in various spiritual traditions. In Hinduism, for example, the concept of reincarnation is central. After death, the soul is reborn into a new body, continuing its journey of growth and evolution. Similarly, many indigenous cultures believe in an afterlife, where the spirits of the departed reside. Think of ether as the stage for the play of life. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions leave imprints on ether, creating a unique energy field around you. This field influences how you experience the world and how others interact with you. Ether acts like a mirror, reflecting back to you what you put out. Send kindness and you'll attract kindness. Spread negativity and you'll likely encounter more of the same. You are constantly planting your reality, whether you're aware of it or not. Every decision, every interaction is a seed. Ether is the soil where those seeds take root. You're immersed in ether. You influence it, and in return, it shapes you. You're not separate. You're connected to everything and everyone. And your thoughts, emotions, and actions have ripples that extend far beyond the here and now. On this stage, the drama unfolds. The characters interact. They experience joys and sorrows, triumphs and challenges. But beyond the stage, beyond the drama, is the silent observer, the witness of it all. This observer is pure consciousness, the source from which all things arise. It is timeless, unchanging, and yet it is intimately connected to the unfolding drama of life. It is not separate from the players on the stage, yet it is also not a part of the play. This is the nature of self. It is present in every moment, yet it is always beyond the reach of the intellect. It cannot be grasped by the mind, because it is beyond conceptual understanding. The self is the silent watcher, the still point at the center of the turning world. It is the source of all action, yet it is never acted upon. It is the ground of being, the bedrock of existence. Alchemists believed it was the bridge between spirit and matter. Ether was seen as the very fabric of existence. Your thoughts move through an unseen field. When you walk into a room and feel the vibe, that's ether, transmitting the frequency. When you listen to music, the notes you hear don't just come from speakers. They vibrate in the air and resonate in ether. Even Wi-Fi, radio, 5G, Bluetooth, all rely on an invisible medium. That's ether in action. Ether transmits information across the universe. It connects all things. Whether we're talking about physical objects or abstract concepts, it is the underlying fabric of reality, a constant reminder that we are all interconnected. And as you continue to explore this vast and mysterious realm, remember that you are an integral part of it. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions contribute to the symphony of vibrations that fill the universe. And in tuning yourself to the frequency of love, compassion, and understanding, You become a harmonious note in this grand orchestra of life. You're not just using ether. You are ether. What is this invisible substance that connects all things? Thoughts, emotions, energy, and matter? Get ready, because what you're about to discover could change the way you see the universe and yourself. Two particles linked across the universe, instantaneously affecting each other. Albert Einstein called this spooky action at a distance. But what if there's something closer? What if you and I are linked by something unseen? You might be thinking, how can we know what we can't see? Well, we can't see wind, but we see its effects. We can't see atoms, but we see their effects. Likewise, we can't see ether, but we see its effects. Like a breeze on skin, messages on a screen, thoughts in a shared mind. Ether is the unseen connecting us. It's what makes life more than stuff floating in space. Ether gives rise to energy, force, and fields. It holds memories and information. This goes beyond the limitations of classical physics. It opens the door to ideas once considered fringe. Here's the key. Everything affects and is affected by everything else. Nothing is separate. Your actions, emotions, even thoughts, ripple into this field, carrying information to every corner of the universe. If you send out love, that's what returns to you. If you broadcast fear, that's what comes back. This is the law of vibrations. Everything in the universe vibrates at a specific frequency. These vibrations blend and interact, creating waves of energy that carry information across space and time. The key is to understand that you are a transmitter as well as a receiver. Your thoughts, feelings, and intentions join the chorus of vibrations, fill in the universe. And just as a radio antenna can tune into different stations, you can focus on particular vibrations. This is the essence of meditation, prayer, and intention setting. You're not just sending out signals, you're opening yourself up to receive them as well. What is ether? For centuries, philosophers and scientists spoke of ether as the fifth element: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Science and the disappearance of ether. In the 19th century, scientists believed light traveled through ether, like sound through air. But after the famous Michelson-Morley experiment failed to detect ether, it was declared non-existent. And so, modern science rejected the idea. But did ether really vanish? Or was it simply rebranded? Because today, scientists talk about quantum fields, dark matter, vacuum energy, and strangely, these concepts behave a lot like what ancient thinkers called ether. Have you ever heard the term quantum entanglement, ether in consciousness? Some teachings suggest that ether is more than a physical substance. It's the mental field of the universe. It's the place where thoughts form. You're using ether right now. When you speak, your voice travels through air, but also resonates through ether. When you pray, most people think of the universe as a cold, empty space. But what if it's brimming with life? Ether as the universe's memory. How ether affects your life. Ether is not just a passive medium, it's alive. It reacts, evolves, and remembers. Conclusion. So yes, you're using ether right now, with every thought, every breath, every heartbeat. Ether was never gone. It was always here. Also, check out our book, Recommendations and Spiritual Tools for Awakening, Energy, Alignment, and Inner Awareness below. Thanks for watching. And remember, you're not just a body having a human experience.